Today's video slash storytime topic is about one of the most embarrassing days of my life, if not the most embarrassing day of my life. I hope you enjoy this. If you do, leave a like on the video, and we're jumping right into it, okay? This story time takes place in 5th grade, okay? Now, I have been pranked by my friends many times throughout my lifetime, whether it was, throwing something at me, whether it's food or getting a pie in the face or just basically any kind of prank, okay? Like, me and my friends, we've always grown up and it's always just kind of been an all-around prank war, right? Well, this one went a little bit too far, okay? So in 5th grade, it all started off as a normal day, okay? I woke up, I got ready for school, I went to school, and on this day, I was very nervous. I was really nervous for a specific reason, okay? My teacher had picked me out of everybody in the class. It was like 30 kids. She picked me to make a speech in front of the entire class about what I've learned that year and what I'll take with me forever from 5th grade. And you're probably like, Austin, why'd they pick you? Honestly, I have no idea. I wasn't like some super outspoken kid. I was always really quiet and to myself. So the fact that my teacher picked me to make a speech in front of my entire class and the teacher about what I've learned was kind of ridiculous. And I just don't get it. But anyway, yeah, I was nervous this day. I had my speech ready. I wrote it in like an hour. It was definitely not something that was super captivating or great at all. But I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. It'll be fine. I'll get this done with in like a couple minutes. I'll get off the stage. It'll be no big deal. So I get to school, and since this was one of the last days of the year, we weren't really doing any work. Pretty much all we were doing was just kind of sitting in the classroom, kind of socializing, playing games in the classroom, watching videos. We weren't doing a whole lot. It was actually pretty awesome. But on this day, we were outside all day, kind of having like a long recess day, and there was a little stage set up for me to make the speech with a microphone. And when I saw this stage set up and the microphone, I was pretty terrified, okay? Like, that's when I realized, like, all right, this is happening, this is real, I'm not a good public speaker, this isn't gonna be fun. And right before I went on stage, my friend came up to me. Let's just call this friend Ben, okay? Ben comes up to me, and he's like, hey, Austin, good luck on your speech, man. I'm like, thanks, Ben. He's like, hope nothing goes wrong, and he smiles and starts laughing. And 2 friends of ours behind him start laughing as well. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, nothing. And he starts laughing even harder. And then he just walks away with the rest of our friends. And I was like, oh no, like, what did he mean by that? So then the time came for me to make this speech. And now I was really nervous because I didn't know what Ben was planning. So I get on this little stage. It was finally time to make the speech. I have my paper with me. I walk up to the podium. I set it down. And I start reading it. I was like, hi, so, today I'm doing my speech about what I learned in 5th grade and what I'll be taking with me forever. And I start telling people what I've learned in 5th grade. I was talking about how I've learned to be a better friend and to be a harder worker. I was just kind of saying really, really common answers. And then I realized something. I look at the crowd of, 30 people, and I realize that Ben is nowhere to be found. And I kind of like start stuttering because I'm looking for Ben and not focusing on the paper. And then before I could even think about where Ben could possibly be, I hear footsteps running up behind me on the stage. And before I could turn around and see that it was Ben, my shorts get pulled down in front of all 30 people. And not just my shorts get pulled down. He had such a tight grip on my shorts that my boxers and my shorts went down, okay? He pulled my underwear down as well. So almost my entire class saw my naked self, okay? So obviously the minute he pulled my pants down, I immediately pulled them back up. But it was too late, okay? Most of the people there saw it. Now I was kind of lucky because I was behind a podium. So anybody that was straight forward didn't see, the bottom half of me. But everybody on the side, which a lot of people were on the side of the stage, saw it. And that was the most embarrassing part, everybody there. And like I pulled my pants up, and Ben ran off the stage laughing, and I heard the teacher screaming at him. And half of my class was just silent, like staring at me, just like super awkward. And then the other half of my class was just laughing hysterically. So I didn't know what to do. I was so embarrassed and just so confused on what I should do. So instead of just continuing my speech and going on and like finishing it, I just went up to the mic and I was like, well, if there's one thing that 5th grade's taught me, it's that I do not like Ben. And believe it or not, I actually got some people laughing because of that. I actually had a few laughs, which was nice. People weren't laughing at me, getting pantsed. It was just that I made a joke. But yeah, I walked off stage and I just tried to not think about what just happened. And I kind of just went about my day silently. Like, people came up to me and made jokes and kind of made fun of me, but I just tried to ignore them. And yeah, let's just say the remainder of the 5th grade year, the small amount that was left, was definitely a bit awkward for me. But in the end, I was okay. I went on to the next year. I did get roasted from time to time in future years, but I pretty much escaped it by the time high school came along, which was really all that mattered. And yeah, Ben actually got suspended. You don't hear many stories about 5th graders getting suspended, but yeah, Ben, he got suspended for like 4 days because of that. It was pretty much the remainder of 5th grade he wasn't there. So yeah, moral of the story is don't be like Ben. And yeah, I just thought this story time was kind of funny. I thought you guys would enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below and subscribe if you're new. See you guys all later. Peace.